What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Excitebots Trick Racing, which was released for the Nintendo Wii by Nintendo and Monster Games rather. And this game is a sequel to the Nintendo Wii game Excite Truck, which was one of the launch titles for the Wii. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular game, you pretty much pick vehicles that are shaped like different animals and insects, like bats, frog, not a caterpillar, but a grasshopper, different designs like that. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much like Excite Trucks, Excite Bots put emphasis on like racing and earning stars to get enough of those stars to advance to the like next race and unlock difficulties and cups and stuff like that. Now, pretty much the main menu consists of Excite Race, Poker Race, Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, and pretty much collections, mini games, and options. Will pretty much round out the main menu. And pretty much Excite Truck pretty much is similar to the Excite Race rather. That particular mode is pretty much no different than the Excite Race that's contained in Excite Trucks, but the main one of the main differences is that it has two-player co-op and it has some things that you can do like playing tambourine or swinging around on bars and stuff like that. The different things that weren't contained in those Excite Trucks, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much the multiplayer in Excite Race is pretty much a two-player co-op and stuff like that, you know, and and it functions from overall standpoint no different than Excite Truck, where you earn enough stars to advance to the next race, and once you complete all of the races with enough stars in each of them, you unlock the next cup and everything. And once you complete all of the cups with enough stars in each of the races, you unlock the next difficulty and stuff like that. Now, difficulties are excite, super excite, and mirror difficulty, which are the same difficulties in excite truck and stuff like that. And with this particular mode, excite mode, it has the bronze mode, silver, bronze cup, silver cup, gold cup, and platinum cup. But they added the one cup called school cup, and they pretty much changed the diamond cup pretty much to another name. You know what I'm saying? Which is called pretty much the crystal cup, but it has the same track as a diamond cup from Excite Truck and stuff like that. Now, with School Cup, it has the tracks located in Mexico, Fiji, and Canada, and Finland and stuff. With and with the Bronx Cups, the tracks are in pretty much Egypt, Scotland, Mexico, China, and Kilimanjaro. With the Silver Cup, it has tracks in Mexico, China, Kilimanjaro, Finland, and Egypt. While the Gold Cup has pretty much Tasmania, Fiji, Scotland, Mexico, and Gua- Guatemala, and pretty much the 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 other pretty much the last cup has the same tracking in it, which is called Nubala or something like that. I know I'm kind of butchering the names, but the Crystal Cup has the same one track, which has to contain the same name as it does in the site truck and stuff like that. You know, and pretty much overall, The number of stars that you get in each track are pretty similar to how you do it in a site track. You get a certain number of stars in each track, and once you get that particular number of stars, whether it's 95, 100, 200, whatever, you get to advance to the next track, and so on and so forth. Like I said a few minutes ago. Now with the mirror mode and the super excite modes, they have the crystal cup and the excite mode don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So everything, like I said, within Excite Race and Excite Box is practically no different than Excite Truck, except that certain tracks that were in Excite Box wasn't in Excite Trucks, you know. Now pretty much like I said, in the mirror mode in Excite Bots, Excite Bots rather, is no different than how it functions in Excite Trucks, where instead of going left you go right and vice versa, you know. Now I would poker race this particular mode was never in Excite Trucks, but pretty much the objective of it is to collect poker cards in attempts to get the best hand to score a certain amount of stars in an attempt to collect 250 stars overall. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much the tracks that are in the poker mode are Kilimanjaro, Tasmania, and Fiji. Pretty much each track has 5 laps each, and pretty much like I said, you need at least 250 stars. You know what I'm saying? And um, and you need to earn stars based on the poker hand that you have in front of you. Like for example, if you can earn 5 stars from a pair, whether it's like a couple of pairs of twos or a couple of pairs of fives or whatever, and you get 31 points for 31 stars rather for a flush, and 150 stars for a royal flush. You know what I'm saying? And then they have a training mode within the poker race to show you how pretty much how to play it. You know what I'm saying? As far as scoring different poker hands and stuff like that, and which contains poker basic 1, poker basic 2, next card set, new cards, and making hands. And that's pretty much about it for as the training mode and stuff. Now, before Nintendo discontinued the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, you were able to play against 5 other people online, of course, and you could play like Excite Race or Poker Race and stuff like that under anyone, where you could play different people anonymously, or you could play against like 5 other people under the friends code and stuff like that. You have to like connect with them like that, you know what I'm saying? If you did it, you know. Now the mini games is where you play 10 different mini games, with each of them having a different objective to it. You know, you were able to play like soccer, red bar, song rail, hand skate, glider, bowling, bar challenge, dart, sports, and leg challenge. And pretty much each challenge has a certain time limit, and you need to earn a certain number of stars in each of them to get the highest score and stuff like that. And with mini game, it has the single player and 2 player co-op in it. You know what I'm saying? So if you have somebody else that likes to play these mini games with you, you can go ahead and do that and stuff. Now um with the collections, you can pretty much buy and view icons, statues, and dioramas. You know, with the icons, They are used pretty much for the profiles and stuff like that. You can pretty much use different stuff like sport one of the sports balls, insects, it's different stuff like that as an icon. You know what I'm saying? You can use like a baseball, basketball, soccer ball, whatever the case, or one of the insects. So, like I mentioned, now some of these icons are worth pretty much the icons are worth 500 stars, 1,000 stars, or 2,500 stars and stuff like that. And pretty much like the statues and stuff are pretty much based off of the vehicles that are in the game that are designed like the animals and insects and stuff. And the price would depend on which animal or insect that you buy, and you can unlock them first before you buy them just by completing one of the races and stuff like when you collect a certain number of stars and stuff like that, and complete the races and stuff. And pretty much the dinoramas are more based off of the tricks, the number of tricks that you pull off within the game. You know what I'm saying? From like excite races mainly. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, each trick they'll show up once you pull off a particular trick a certain number of times. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be unlocked once you do them. You know what I'm saying? And it will depend on which trick that you did actually did, like the air trick, the red bar trick, and the sandwich trick, different stuff like that. Now in the options, you can pretty much change the volume of the soundtrack and the sound effects and stuff like that. And you can pretty much also control the change the control configuration for control one and control two, where you can either use the Wiimote by itself or use the Wii wheel. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much with the records, you can review the best stunts, the best time from the races and stuff like that. And pretty much what you will see in the best stunts are like best air, best tree run, best drift, stuff like that. And as far as the best time is concerned, it pretty much consists of the fastest time in each race that you finished under. You know what I'm saying? In each of the races that you completed up to a certain point. Now, the graphics and design for Excitebots are pretty decent and pretty good. You know what I'm saying? With some good color palettes, but I would say outside of the design of the of the vehicles, the tracks themselves are technically no different than what you see in Excite trucks. Now the controls and gameplay are pretty good, but sometimes it is kind of hard to maintain first place. But although it's not impossible to come in first, though, so it's not that big of a regret, but it is like something that I've noticed. You know, And the addition of the Wii wheel was a nice touch, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? To me, it makes it easier to play. You know what I'm saying? Than without it. Now the soundtrack is good and it fits the tone of the game, but you just can't download songs from an MP3 player from an SD card like you did with Excite Truck. I wish, I just honestly wish they did that with Excitebots, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's technically the only major complaint that I really have with Excitebots, if you can call it that. You know what I'm saying? But from an overall standpoint, Excitebots just comes off as a clone of Excite Trucks based off of the design of the tracks and different stuff like that, rather than a sequel. You know, it's not just the track design; it also stuff like some of the stunts that you do and the number of stars that you earn to advance in Excite race and stuff like that. But it don't mean that the game sucks or anything. This something that I've noticed. Like if you played Excite Truck prior to Excite Bus, then you gonna know you pretty much gonna notice that. But like I said, the game doesn't suck because of it. But in any event, Excite Bus is actually a good game. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like if you enjoyed Excite Trust, you're going enjoy Excite Bots. You know what I'm saying? And I would actually recommend Excite Bots to anyone who like racing games and others who and then people who enjoyed Excite Trucks. You know what I'm saying? As far as the score, I definitely give it an 8 out of 10. Pretty much a good game. It's pretty much presented right, you know what I'm saying, in my honest opinion, even though it looks more like a Excite Trucks clone, you know. Now, with that being said, um, you can sound off in the comment section about Excite Bots, you know what I'm saying, whether you like it, whether you like the different modes, like the mini games, poker race, or Excite race. You know what I'm saying? You can even talk about Excite trucks, which I reviewed last time. You know what I'm saying? Which is like my last video review. You know. With that being said, if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.